This is one of those nerds you do not want to mess with. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Troll delivering an update. So there are a lot of people that love to hate Sneako, but personally, I don't hate him. I think he's funny, and he makes me laugh. Sure, I laugh at his expense, but I still get a good laugh. Some of his funniest moments include him claiming everyone should test getting cheated on.
Goes right here and she's like, eh. And I'm like, oh, yo, I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
No!
You know what?
No!
Or the time he got destroyed by Moist Critical.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. The same way that this is also a mag.
Or the incident I will be talking about today, which wouldn't feel out of place in a Darman video. You see, Sneako decided to pick on this nerd that practices Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
It's called an Aoki lock. It's a modified heel hook, but
Jiu-Jitsu is for autistic people.
As someone who is on the autism spectrum, I find this statement offensive. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really offended, but rather confused. If Jiu-Jitsu is for autistic people, then what do non-autistic people practice? Karate? Kung Fu?
what I think of a master of jiu-jitsu is somebody that inspires another generation.
Jiu-Jitsu, I swear, this is why I like striking. This is so...
This is a competition where it's an art, and it's an art form, and I learned from the master.
He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. He shouldn't be winning.
So that's like a master to student. He's an idol of mine for being...
It's like a master to the student. This is a leg heel lock.
He's saying he would make me tap. He probably would.
Well, unfortunately for Sneako, this nerd turned out not to be your average nerd. This is apparently a world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His name is Mikey Musumeci. Sorry if I butchered that name. And he's one of the best fighters in the world. Like, this is the next Chuck Norris, except he might be a lot better. Like, when this guy was born, he drove his mother to the hospital. And when this guy does push-ups, he does not pull himself towards Earth, but he pulls Earth towards him. And if this guy ever got shot, the bullet would be in critical condition. And this guy found out that Sneako had made fun of him, so he made the response targeted directly at Sneako.
So today I'm going to talk about bullies. Bullies are weak people that make fun of others around them, that give themselves relevance, and they make themselves feel good. They pick on the differences of humans, which is the most beautiful part of humans, their uniqueness. I really don't like bullies, guys. And there's this guy named Sneako making fun of me, making fun of my friend, making fun of jiu-jitsu. He calls himself a boxer. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. Let's have an MMA fight. I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm going to shut his mouth, and I'm going to take the bully's lunch money.
So, do you think Sneako will be a man and accept the fight? Or will he be a coward and make shitty excuses?
I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm going to shut his mouth, and I'm going to take the bully's lunch money.
I make jokes. I'm a streamer. I joke about everybody, me, chat, everything, all day, every day. What? I said in that video you're upset about, you would make me tap in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You would win. In MMA, even with striking, you would go, this is what you would do. Grab my heel and do the same shit you did to your master. You would win. You're a world champion. I train boxing sometimes. What the f do you think the result was gonna be? Is this a skit? I was looking at this and reading through the comments like, is everybody pranking me? Is everybody in on some sort of joke?
So Sneako says that when he was making fun of the guy, he was just joking and that he did not mean to be a bully and that this guy should not be taking Sneako seriously. Now, I don't know if Sneako truly means what he says here. I don't know if he indeed was just joking or if he was being dead serious and he is flat out lying here to cover his ass. Because I don't know Sneako personally, But if the latter is the case, then that makes Sneako extremely pathetic, and it reminds me of that guy who flat out challenged someone to a fight, and when said someone accepted, he ran away like a typical coward. You know what? Let's watch again how that guy got arrested. It is always satisfying to watch when a coward gets what's coming for them.
You love it.
You know that there's like a...
Excuse me, what's going on? What's going on?
Relax.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hands behind your back.
What's going on?
You're being placed under arrest.
For what?
I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah. You just want to talk? You want to run? All right, now we're going to put you on your side.
But anyways, after Sneako claimed he was just joking, this guy made another response.
Alright, so obviously Sneako doesn't want to fight me, adding in all these stupid stipulations he knows will never happen. Typical bully. They talk and they talk, beyond the safety of their screen, or even in the bathroom, recklessly, and they never face consequences. There's so many people out there like him. My goal here was to stand up to a bully. Kids, get yourself into Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu so you can learn self-defense and you don't have to deal with idiots like Sneako.
Uh-oh, it's not looking good for Sneako. So now Sneako is faced with a harsh dilemma. He either has to decline the fight and be doomed to being seen as a coward forever, or he has to accept the fight. And let's be real, a world champion like this guy would easily send Sneako into a vegetative state for the rest of his life. And this is assuming Sneako survives. And the thing is, Sneako brought this on himself. He is the one who started this whole thing. He chose to insult a world champion, and now he has to face the consequences. I actually feel bad for Sneako, not because he has to fight a world champion. Like I said, he brought this on himself. The reason why I feel bad for Sneako is because he is ruining his own life without realizing it. He thinks that by being a bully, he is cool, he gains respect from the alpha males, he gets all the ladies, and everyone is scared of him. But in reality, he is seen as nothing more than an embarrassing clown. And the only people who look up to him are that 1% that are also seen as embarrassing clowns by everyone else. And because Sneako thinks this behavior makes him cool, he feels motivated to continue this behavior, and thus he continues to embarrass himself more and more, and he keeps digging himself deeper into a rabbit hole, and he's gonna leave a stained legacy behind him. He will most likely get beaten to death eventually by someone like this fighter, which is a painful way to go out, by the way. And on his tombstone, there will be text saying, he lived a pathetic clown and he died a pathetic clown. This is a fate I would not wish on my worst enemy, and so I hope Sneako gets the help he needs. He made fun of Penguin Zero for being a nerd who barely goes outside, but ironically, this keyboard warrior behavior gives me the vibes of someone who actually needs to go outside and touch some grass. I heard Sneako recently has been in Mecca, and he found peace in there or something, and so I think he needs to be doing that more often, rather than bullying others for a living.